Hi there everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Krista and I'm doing the July 2019 general forecast for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I hope that you enjoyed your June 2019 general forecast. And for all of the Leos born in July, I want to wish you all a very happy birthday. All right, so Leo, this is for your sun, your Leo moon, and your Leo rising signs for July 2019. Messages for Leo, July 2019. I am using the Good Tarot deck for your main spread today. 5 cards using bottom of the deck card for general energy. And then, of course, we'll get jumper cards from the Oracle decks here to polish off your reading. And I will qualify at least one of the cards in the reading for additional information. All right, so Leo, what does Leo need to know for July 2019? What does Leo need to know for July 2019? Messages for Leo. Leo sun, Leo moon, and Leo rising signs. Messages for Leo. July 2019. Here we go, folks. All right, so starting off with a tiny bit of conflict here. It could be healthy competition. We'll see what else is going on here. We do have this really nice, we have a, 3 out of the whole 5 cards are major arcana, so there's a lot of really strong, potent energy here for you. Sort of cradled within the center of everything is, a big beginning, a big ending, something that is fixed, something that's long lasting, what we would consider permanent. Here, a lot of source energy, fixed energy is available to you here in the center. And you may feel a little bit choosy, iffy, conflicted, unsettled. I mean, this could be how you're coming into the month, but I do think here, if you look at it as though it is an opportunity, there's an opportunity here for you to put something into place, and you're definitely being asked to go within and look for answers. Here we're dealing with the 9 of Swords for underlying energy for the month. 9 of Swords is really, it's a sleepless energy. There could be some anxiety, restlessness, disbelief, sort of ties into this sort of chaotic energy here with the 5 of Wands. A really nice idea is for you to get out of your head at this time. You're going to want to look at the big picture, look at second chances, and definitely partake in some meditation if that appeals to you. Just for some additional energy behind the 9 of Swords is, a message that you are welcoming is coming in, and then, building something together. So it could be that you got what you wanted here, right? And you're working on something with somebody else, but there's definitely something that's unsettling for you here. Perhaps you weren't being honest. They didn't have all the information. Perhaps it went a little bit too fast. Perhaps you need to work on your trust issues or commitment to this project or to this other person, or long range view here. But something's definitely keeping you up at night, at least underlying energy. And I am going to relate this, of course, to all the other cards here. I do think, and we don't have any cups, so we can't really combat this with the way that we feel. This is definitely leading you into a position where you do need more information. You do need time on your own as well, I might suggest. And then something that you thought was over, something that you do have a new chance at, particularly if it is a position that you wanted or a game that you wanted to win, or however, basically something having to do with conflict. It doesn't mean that someone's necessarily right or wrong here. It just means that someone is given a different chance, another chance, perhaps looking at it a new way. But with the Page of Pentacles, it could be that it is strictly about money or finances or even your health. Because we do have the Virgo ruled Hermit here, right? Sort of mirroring the Page of Pentacles. So it could be a child, they could be an earth sign or not. But we could have a child involved here, a Virgo or Virgonian energy. Of course, this is 6th house. This is, the harvester, what can you do without? But a lot of the reason why this is used sort of as the Hermit card or an enlightenment or going within to find the answers is that, you're going to harvest away at your own thoughts. Okay. You're going to get rid of simply what doesn't work for you anymore, what isn't welcome anymore, what is keeping you up at night. So that's what I'm seeing here in the position of the situation. Like I said, is this a little bit of combative energy? Could be healthy competition, as I said, if that's the case. Wonderful. It'll give you a greater appreciation for your opponent, and it'll also help to, in my view, it'll help to expand on and help you to appreciate your own values and acumen. So the fives don't have to be negative. It's just how they're used and, of course, what they're surrounded by. So I see this as a temporary energy, particularly at the beginning of July for you. The challenge here, of course, the Hermit, the Virgo ruled Hermit is sitting in the challenge position. So I think this may be a little bit more difficult for you to get behind the scenes, to get in your own thoughts, to even slow down. This is a very rushing energy. As I pointed out, we have this rushing message coming in. Something may feel like it's just moving too fast at this time. And we have this really nice, chill pentacle energy here. Of course, the Virgo ruled Hermit is literally saying, grow up, slow down, take stock. This isn't a race. Right? So it's like these really are in opposition, right? This rushing around, I will win kind of I wouldn't say at all costs, but you're in it to win it. And this is saying, I need to step aside for the time being. So definitely that's going to act as a challenge for you. And then, like I said, right in the center of the whole picture is our solution, and that's the Wheel of Fortune. So lots of fixed energy, just really planting something for the long term, putting roots down, making sure things are fixed and signed and dotted and you can move on, right? Fixed energy Wheel of Fortune to me is endings and beginnings, and we do have the 9 and then the 10. So definitely flowing in the right direction. I think that this is really going to help you in terms of pace, what is hidden. There's this kind of, maybe you agreed to something, or there's something really bothering you that you agreed to, that whether it has to do with a child or not, feels immature, or it feels like it was too soon. But nonetheless, it's there, and there has to be a level of acceptance going on now. And I think this is what will appeal to you. I think the outcome being the Judgment card, there's a call here. There's a second chance. There could be a new beginning. We do have the 10 right into the 20. Okay. So something that you achieve within yourself, I think here will really help you out of this. I consider the 9 of Swords to be a heavy energy. So, we're going to want to try our best to get away from that. And I think here between the Hermit and the Judgment, you can really help yourself out, but you're really going to have to do the dirty work, right? And you're going to have to go within, you're going to have to siphon away or cut away like the gardener or the harvester, you're going to harvest what just doesn't belong there anymore. Old attitudes, old opinions, old beliefs, maybe even an old sense of competition. Maybe a competition doesn't exist anymore and it's just an old habit. So what are we going to look at here? I'm going to look at the Page of Pentacles. What is hidden? So why is the Page of Pentacles in what is hidden? Tell me more about the Page of Pentacles in the what is hidden position. What's the Page of Pentacles in the hidden position? Page of Pentacles, the position of the what is hidden. Wow, Two of Pentacles. So yeah, so an investment, something that you feel that you may be wearing two hats about, carrying an extra load, maybe working two jobs, tying up loose ends, leaving a job, entering another one, so to speak. I mean, this could be very cut and dry for a lot of Leos watching right now. It sort of feels like basically you left something that you felt you were in competition for, or that caused a little bit of chaos. You know, you thought things would be a little bit more firm than they are now. They feel a bit immature. It's keeping you up at night. There's a second chance to come to terms with this, or to put one of these pentacles down, at least by the end of the month, right? So you have a new plan, a new goal. You know, you can finally do away with what isn't working for you anymore. A sense of profound acceptance could be available to you here as well. But it's so curious that there's, generally speaking, with the Two and the Page of Pentacles here together, that there's a sense of immaturity. There's a sense of, maybe it's just a sense or a belief about the situation where you might even believe or be telling yourself you're not ready for this, you're not prepared somehow. But you know, if that's the case, or something came, a message or a conclusion or an opportunity or even development occurred faster than you expected it to, it was almost like, well, I don't know what to do with the rest of the energy around that. I have to take myself to task somehow, or I wasn't expecting this to be permanent. You know, I think a really nice attitude to take for the month of July, Leo, is to go within. If that's meditation, great. If that's walking in the woods or picking flowers, or, you know, doing those adult coloring books, or drawing, making art, my word, whatever that is for you, whatever gets you to contemplate without thinking. Okay. That's the goal of meditation. You want to get past your thoughts, past these bad boys up here in the Nine of Swords. You want that aha moment. You want that Ace of Swords. Freedom. Yeah, something's being woven here. Something's being developed, maybe that you feel is out of your hands. We all know the old adage, right? Be careful what we weave. How does it go exactly? You're probably rhyming it out loud now. Something about weaving and deceiving. Just be careful what you're developing here is for the good of all. Particularly if you are given a second chance here by the end of the month and you recognize something for what it is, or you recognize something isn't healthy, something isn't good, maybe it's immature, you want another chance, you know, do it right this time, or step up to the plate this time, or refuse to play the game, right? But, you know, weaving really is, it's a behavior, it's a design, right? But it's also a belief system, it's an attitude. So what are you weaving? What are you creating? Because it's becoming fixed. It's becoming expected. People around you are already responding to it, and they're already working with it. So, you know, I think if you want to be understood in the month of July, or you want to understand yourself or progress here, Leo, it would behoove you to understand why it is that you do what you do. Not anybody else. There's no point. It's a huge waste of time. And it's not just for you, Leo. It's for literally every sign, every human being on the planet. We cannot, and we ought not to, try to fix, mend, or figure someone else out. There's just, don't do it. You, on the other hand, that's your job. That's what you do. No one else does it for you. No one else should do it for you. It's your job. But this month, we're going to look at that because this is a heavy energy. You want to get out of the 9 of Swords. That's too much to carry around in your head. There's something that you're dissatisfied about to the point of sleeplessness here. So, and if it's another person or another job or another house or another goal, or if it's health, it could be health. You could be worried about that. You could need a second opinion. Be careful that it's not psychosymptomatic, okay? Or that you're not reading into something, that you get pertinent information. Yeah, I mean, this is the karma card, the round and round. This is something's on repeat, right? So is what's on repeat fixed? Does it serve you? Do you want rid of it? Is it keeping you up at night? What do you want the most, right? Where's your focus, right? Keep coming back to that Hermit. You might even have a Virgo in your environment, Leo. You could even have Virgo as your sun, moon, rising if you're cross-watching. This could be you. Flat out. Wow. A lot of these turned upright. I'm going to take them. Wow. So children. Your love life is being affected by children. Romance angels can be creativity, or personal development, as well as love and romance. So obviously use accordingly. But I did mention children or something immature here. It could be that someone, if there are no people here in your environment under 18, for example, this could be another adult acting childish, there could be a need to be taken care of here. There could be someone who's either you or someone else who is physically unwell, you need to treat as though they're a child. Something's on repeat here. There's karmic energy. This is the loop, the madness loop. You need to set yourself free from this. You are, at least by the end of the month, Leo, you do have a second chance to get away from something. You have to decide what it is that you're working on. Is it, what are you providing it? What are you stealing from it? What is it giving you? And then, make a decision with that. Finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And then, of course, codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. And, addictions, that can be shopping, overeating. It can be emotional, physical, or sexual affairs. It can be social media overindulgence. It can be chocolate. It can be avoidance. You're addicted to avoiding something, addicted to blame, addicted to looking for problems, addicted to conflict. Right? Only you know that. But there is an opportunity here for you to break free. Big ones, big opportunities. The universe is trying to, it's got its hand out. And you got to say, I'm going to give up the ghost here. I'm going to put this aside. I thought I knew what I was building was best for me. I need some help right now. And it could come down to putting down some of that pride a little as well, Leo, and saying, I messed up. No one else has to hear this. This isn't my business. It's not even their business. This is between you, and your, you and yourself. You can say, I made a mistake. I'm going to start over. I'm going to try again. I'm really going to look at this. I'm going to make a decision once and for all. I'm not going to be easily led. I'm not going to let outside forces lead me down paths that I know necessarily aren't good for me, that leave me in a state of, you know, concern or sleeplessness. It's really a nice time to take control back of the situation, back of your direction. Here's your last card out of the Healing with the Angels Oracle. We have ideas and inspiration. I think this is probably the most potent, believe it or not, out of all the cards I'm seeing here with regard to advice. Okay. Yep. Ideas. Here you are taking over. They're taking over, but they're not nice ideas. They're heavy and they're causing sleeplessness. We really need to work on inspiration. What are you inspired to create, right? Remember, weaving as a verb is a behavior, and it's consistent. It can be relied on. The spider, we all know what the spider's web looks like, right? It can be relied on, but you know, what are you trying to catch with this? Are you enjoying what you're catching with it? Maybe you can build somewhere else. Maybe there's a different time or a better time. Ideas and inspiration is really your best friend this month. I wouldn't necessarily take any definitive action if you can help it here, Leo. I think in the month of July, what I'm seeing here is getting to terms with what, you know, pinpointing what it is that you know is troubling you. Don't torture yourself and go deeper than you need to, or seek or look or demand something that isn't right in front of you. Take what's right in front of you that you already know isn't working for you. Decide to go within about it. Decide not to get caught up in it any longer. Look at what you're codependent with. It could just be another person. This is very, very common in relationships of all kinds. Even to the point of, I need you to make me happy, and if you don't do X, I'm not happy, and now I can play the blame game. That is not healthy, whether you're doing it or someone else is. So, you know, determine what it is you think is in the way. Ideas and inspiration are your best friend in the month of July. So I had a lot of fun reading that for you. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe to my channel, like and share my videos. And if you have a second, comment below. I love hearing from you. So until I meet you in the next one, take excellent care, Leo. Bye for now.